boys and girls. I'm Nana Rose. I know that a lot of children like dinosaurs. So today our story is going to be Big Old Bones, a Dinosaur Tale. This is by Carol Carrick and it's illustrated by Donald Carrick. I don't know if they're brother and sister or husband and wife, but this is called Big Old Bones. Now, you probably know that scientists are constantly learning more and more about dinosaurs. Just when they think they've got something figured out, they learn another piece of the information. They find a new bone or a new skeleton or something. So this is called Big Old Bones, a Dinosaur Tale. Long ago, when the Old West was new, Professor Potts and his family were traveling across the country. Before their train reached the Rocky Mountains, it stopped for water. You can tell by the clothes and by the fact that they said before the Old West was new, that it's been a long time. Look at the kind of train. There's a man on horseback, prairie dogs, buffalo. Before their train reached the Rocky Mountains, it stopped for water. The professor was taking a stroll with his family when their little dog found a bone. Very old, said the professor, examining the bone. And very big. I've never seen one like it before. He decided to stay a few days and explore. The professor dug till he had collected a large pile of bones. Now, do you see what Mrs. Potts is doing over here? She's painting a number onto the bone. That way, when a scientist is excavating and they're finding bones, they know exactly where they found them, and that may be a clue as to how they go back together. Kind of like a puzzle. You'll notice there's numbers on each one of the bones. Yeah, the kid's making flapjacks or pancakes. See it flipping in the air there? And the dog's watching. I think the dog wants the pancake to land in its mouth. There's a bucket that says teeth. And then he took them back east to his laboratory. Look at that big train with all the big bones on it. The farmer's looking at it. And the farmer's goat, a kid. There's his son with the dog. There's Professor Potts. The professor studied all the books in his library, but none of them had bones like these. He said, it may be some kind of giant lizard. To know for sure, I'll have to put the bones together. He's got a little snack, some crackers and cheese. His book is open to Lizards of the World. Got all kinds of books and things in his study. First, he tried the bones this way. Do you see right here what it says? It's a triceratops. The head is too big, said the professor. No one would believe an animal like this, and too many bones are left over. You got glue and bolts. This says extra neck bones. So there's a bone here, there's bones there, there's bones over here. They built a perfectly good triceratops. But he doesn't think it could have that big a head, and there's too many bones left over. Then he tried the bones like this. The professor shuddered. It gives me bad dreams, he said. Besides, the front legs are too small. Right here, Tyrannosaurus rex, right? He crossed out Terribolosaurus. He crossed out Ophalosaurus. Tyrannosaurus rex. But he doesn't think that would be. He thinks the front legs are too small. Then the professor tried the bones another way. The neck was so long that he had to build a bigger laboratory. What do you think that might be if it has to build a bigger laboratory because the neck was so long? What does that say? It's a brontosaurus, or an apatosaurus, right? Wrong again, said the professor. An animal this size could never walk the earth. Look at how big it is. There's the head, little neck, huge body, and the tail goes off the page. News spread of Professor Potts's exciting work. Reporters came to his laboratory, but the professor was not ready to show them his discovery. When the strange animal was finally put together, it still didn't look real. Bones are only the inside, said the professor. So he asked his wife to make a skin for it. Let's see, he's giving her a dozen roses. She's busy making a dress. But look, this says contents: sailcloth, linen, cotton, fabric, 500 spools thread brown, shipped to Professor Potts via train and wagon. Look at all those bolts of fabric. What do you think she's going to make the skin out of, huh? At last, the great day came when Professor Potts was ready to share his discovery. Important scientists arrived from all over the world. Tall and short and fat and skinny and dark and light and hatted and not hatted. Look at all those different people from all over the world. Before he pulled aside the curtain, the professor made a speech. Long ago, he said, the earth was ruled by a giant lizard that has never been seen before. I have named it Tribrontosaurus rex. Everyone pushed forward to get the first look. Is there such a dinosaur called Tribrontosaurus rex? And they were truly amazed. Let's see, it's got the 3 horns of a Triceratops. It's got the frill of a Stegosaurus. It's got the long tail of a Brontosaurus. And it has the skinny front legs of a Tyrannosaurus rex. I think he used all the bones. And here's a little bit about what I was talking about at the beginning. It says, mix-ups in the real world of science. Fossil bones are the remains of creatures that lived long ago. In the 1800s, many people enjoyed digging them up. They were like detectives, looking for clues about the prehistoric world. Some skeletons were incomplete, and the bones of many animals were often found mixed together. It was easy to make mistakes, as Professor Potts did in the story. The first dinosaur was named in 1825. An English doctor, Gideon Mantell, called the large fossil bones and teeth his wife had discovered Iguanodon, which means iguana tooth. Dr. Mantell, who made a hobby of collecting fossils, thought the large spike that formed at the end of Iguanodon's thumb was a nose horn, and that creature stood on 4 legs when it actually stood on 2. Even the expert of his day, a French naturalist named Georges Cuvier, mistook the bones for those of a hippopotamus. Edward Cope, a famous American scientist and dinosaur collector, rebuilt another dinosaur skeleton with the head on the wrong end. In the 1870s, another American scientist, O.C. Marsh, described Brontosaurus from a partial skeleton. Since the skeleton had no skull, Marsh used a head found 4 miles from the site. This skull belonged to Camarasaurus. A similar dinosaur became the generally accepted head. Even then, when more complete skeletons of Brontosaurus were found, casts of the wrong head were used on them until 1979, when they were finally changed. And that was a note by Carol Carrick. So that is Big Old Bones, a dinosaur tale. Hey, check out my next video, which is a craft activity that you can do along with Big Old Bones. Thanks! And if you do the craft, or if you don't do the craft, whatever you do, have fun.